Welcome to Kimmy's Collective. I'm Kim. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Today, I'm doing a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My readings are timeless, so whenever you find this reading, it's the perfect time for you. And please feel free to reverse the roles as you see fit. But don't try to make a message fit, because if it's not your message, it's not your message. All right, so let's get started. They're doing some tree work, so you're going to hear a lot of buzzing. You know, it's the season for the yards now, so that's what we're going to be getting. All right, so the bottom of this deck is change. Things are changing. Okay, let's see what's happening as far as change is concerned, Virgo. What's happening in your world? Story time. What's going on for Virgo? Ooh, we got a lot of cards. These two are sticking together, so I'm taking these two as the first energy. First one is support, possibly due to this overload. So you may have a lot on your plate. And maybe that's the thing that needs to be changed. You getting some support for whatever it is you're doing that is like a huge, huge burden to carry. So you're getting some support, or you are seeking out some support. The second energy is union. So this could be some sort of a partnership, a couple coming together, some sort of, obviously, a union. And it's a lot of purple in here, so it's almost like a union, a divine union. Maybe a union that is divinely guided. And the last energy is blame. Bottom of the deck now is perseverance. So change coming through the support because of this overload, you're going to persevere through. This is going to bring you into some sort of a union, some sort of a partnership, a divinely guided partnership. But then we have this blame energy, which is, you know, like maybe someone not being accountable for their own actions in some way. Maybe they are blaming this overload. Someone is blaming this overload on someone else or something else. Let's get some tarot. Let's find out what's going on. So let's see the support and the overload cards. We have the Seven of Swords, which right now I'm feeling like either you've been overburdened with like an energy of someone cheating, or someone sneaking around, sneaking away, doing things behind your back. I'm feeling like someone's doing something behind your back. They could be blaming you for something. Whatever this overload is, it's probably on them, but they're going to turn it around and make you feel like it's you. This could be a partner of yours in a relationship, some sort of relationship. But perseverance is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so for the support and overload, we have the Page of Swords, which is a student, someone learning something. So through the support, you're going to learn how to deal with this overload. Let's see what else we get. We have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a romantic gesture. This could be someone coming in with an offer, a romantic offer. Maybe this energy is more of a playboy energy, and maybe that contributed to the overload and the reason to need some sort of support. And we have the Three of Wands, which is a waiting energy, an energy of waiting, anticipation. And we have the Ace of Cups, which is a cup of love, someone making a romantic offer, a loving offer. I don't know why, but I just recognized that there is a lotus flower coming in underneath this cup. Lotus flowers do a lot of work just to raise up every day through the mud and dirt and all of that other stuff to rise up and be that beautiful. So something is taking a lot of work. This overload is probably taking a lot of work to overcome, to persevere. And we have the star with the healing. We have the Empress being in that power, that divine feminine power. And the Nine of Swords, that is card of, someone being in their head, having restless, sleepless nights. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands, which is picking a path, choosing a direction to go. Now with the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck now. So this could have had something to do with someone possibly stepping out, not being in the most reliable type energy. It's not a Knight of Wands, but by the support and overload being here with the Knight of Cups, is like I said, this could have been someone that was playing on your emotions. They could have set you up to like be in some sort of like energy of anticipation, waiting on them to maybe bring you this cup of love. It's something that you've had to heal because, it doesn't show. Well, we do have the Knight coming in, but that's the Knight I'm looking at coming in with promises, not necessarily making delivery on the goods. I feel like it's probably just a bunch of promises, especially with the Nine of Swords being here, which is what you could be like up at night thinking about, all the promises that they made, and why it is that they haven't like made good on any of it. Is it just a cheating energy, or are they just playing the game to get what they need out of this situation, or what? But I see you stepping or remaining in your divine power, despite what thoughts you're entertaining, what maybe promises this person has made that they are not, following through on. But you picked a path of healing and remaining in your power. So I feel like this isn't going to be a burden. You're, like I said, you're picking a path. You may have, there's a hand on that second wand. Two of Wands, it's usually this guy looking off, in the distance, having one path or the other. In this depiction, there's a hand on that other staff. So it's telling me that you may be on the road, maybe towards someone or something else. Something else is out there, like right there waiting to say, come on with me. Bottom of the deck, okay, we have the Five of Swords, which is that cheating energy. The Hierophant, which is a committal or a commitment type energy. Knight of Swords is taking action. Eight of Wands is taking action. Or it could be communicating. Someone may be communicating something to you that they have learned about, or letting you know that they have learned some lessons. Maybe about committing, being more committed to a situation. Maybe learn some lessons about walking away from things. Walking away from things. I'm not saying just, walking away from things that don't serve, but just like, I'm out. Everyone else is still engaged, and this person just like says, nah, I'm good, I'm gone. I'm taking all this stuff over here and I'm out. And just kind of ruining the game, ruining the whole thing. But it looks like I said, some lessons have been learned. There's some communication coming in, maybe some truthful communication about what happened with possibly what you thought was some sort of a commitment to you or to whatever it was you were doing with this person. I think they're coming back in now, wanting to go towards the passion. So if you're looking with the Ace of Cups, if you're looking for some sort of a love commission, a love offer or something like that, this may be just an offer, not just, but this may be an offer of passion. I think you're the one looking for the emotional end of it. And I think maybe this person that you are dealing with is looking at more of the passion of whatever this is, this project, this relationship, whatever it is you've got going. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, so that means things are going to start cranking, start turning in your favor, but we have the Seven of Swords. And Seven of Swords and the Fool, so there may be a leap of faith that needs to be taken, even though this Seven of Swords energy does exist. You recognize it, but you're taking a leap of faith, and I think you're going to it's almost like you are willing to look at this situation with this Knight of Cups coming back in, but with your guard up. You know, you're going to go through things with a fine-tooth comb. We did see the Five of Swords, saw the Seven of Swords a couple times already. Yeah, this, I think, is what the Queen of Swords wants to bring in. She wants to bring in a King of Pentacles, something that is stable. That energy that is settled, is stable, operating, functional. Okay. Give me a little bit more on this overload. What is the overload? Eight of Pentacles. It's working hard on something. So this could be maybe a job situation that you're overloaded and you need some support as well. But you've been persevering. You've been persevering with this overload. But it is time for you to get some sort of support, maybe some emotional support. Okay, what is overload trying to tell me? Overload. That is despair, that is heartbreak, heartache. The Queen of Cups, that is the woman with the heart wide open. So someone that's very emotional, got their heart broken. Someone balanced, a mother. This could be a family situation where maybe a feminine energy that was part of a loving situation got their heart broken. And that's where the support came in. We have the Two of Pentacles, which is gaining some balance. It's like his hands are lit up on this one, like there's something magical going on, that whatever it is he's doing to come into balance is actually really kind of working there. Six of Cups. That's a reunion energy. That's a nostalgic energy. Someone coming back from the past. Someone gaining balance over maybe incidents that happened in the past where you've learned some lessons. Moving past the grief of it. And you're healing with the Star. And in your King of Cups. And emotional mastery. So whatever this was, it's like it can't hurt you anymore, or you feel that it can't hurt you anymore. Temperance, Nine of Cups, and the Emperor. I feel like you have possibly taken control over these energies so that if it does come back into your realm or what have you, you're going to be okay. It seems like you have healed your heart, and this could have taken some, you know, finances. Whatever this thing is, hurt your heart and hurt your pocket in a way. But this could have been something that you were very emotional about. This could have been, this is some sort of a project or a job or something. This could have been your baby you had a lot of emotions for. You know, you had a lot riding on this kicking in. You wanted something to work. This was your wish fulfillment. Okay. So you got your heart broken. Was this heartbreak in love, in a love relationship? Was this heartbreak in a love relationship? The world. The worlds are endings. Closure. Three of Cups landed on there. So, you ended it, your heart broke, or maybe someone ended something with you. But I asked, was this due to a relationship? And the World came out, which is ending cycles. Three of Cups, and then the Justice. Yeah, no more stalemate, moving forward. So I think this was some sort of a third party. Someone invited someone else into whatever this union was. And it put you in a stalemate for a minute. But then you moved on. Bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles. This could have had to do with breadcrumbing. Someone wasn't getting their piece of the pie, their fair share. Or if it was a relationship, someone was breadcrumbing in this relationship because of third-party situations here. But justice is being served. And you're no longer in your head, and you're no longer at a stalemate. You are moving forward. And I believe you're moving forward towards something. Ooh, under my hand, didn't even see it. We have the Lovers. Ooh, and we have the Devil. And we have the King of Swords. Yeah, whatever you're moving forward from, it was pretty toxic for starts. Could have been with the Lovers, could have been a romantic relationship you were dealing with where someone was very controlling. We have the Devil here as well. So this is pretty toxic situation for you. I feel like it's taken some time for you to move past all of this kind of energy. The High Priestess. And I think you probably did so very quietly. You know, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. I apologize, but I have to. Fan is on. I'm having one of my moments. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry again. So yeah, and overload, I have done too much on this first set of energies. So yes, I do believe love relationship, partnership in a business or something. I do believe somebody else was brought into it. Something else was introduced to that dynamic and it screwed things up. And you had to come back into your energy. What this Knight of Cups brought was not what you were anticipating. You were expecting something more. Real quick, show me support. What kind of support is Virgo looking for? Ooh, nope. Okay. The Fool. Maybe looking for someone to support you on your next endeavor. The Sun. Four of Swords. It's healing. It's resting. But you're still in your thoughts, still thinking maybe about your next steps, the next things that you're going to do. I mean, this is a happy energy. It's not, even though he's laid out on, well, what's normally a casket. This isn't a bad energy, I don't feel. I feel like the support, this is what you need. You need to rest your thoughts on this. Whatever happened here puts you in your head. And I think you may even be, you may even be taking a leap again towards this again. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. I feel like you feel like you are very well armed now with this support energy coming in, and that you can continue to move forward, taking your time slowly but surely and keeping your boundaries up. But you're still in the process of healing whatever happened. Whatever happened really bogged you down. And it's taken a lot for you to get out from underneath it so you can even take a leap of faith. We have the Nine of Swords again. This is what is necessary for you to come out of this energy. Three of Wands, that's that anticipating energy, and the Chariot again. Chariot is back. So this support is necessary. I feel like whatever this is, you're seeking outside help. You could be going to a therapist, talking to someone, getting some kind of help somehow. And we have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's that fiery, passionate energy, he who goes for what he wants. Balance. The World again, ending old cycles. Someone is doing something single. They're in their single, independent energy with the King of Pentacles. So I feel like you're working to regain your stability, to regain your feminine energy, to bring your boundaries up over whatever this was that, you know, kind of rizzed you into this situation with the Knight of Cups. You know, I think somebody probably got you on something, and you might feel a little stuck. Okay, yeah, I feel like somebody got you in a situation that you don't want to be in. Okay. Now, let's see union, the energy of union. Things coming together. Three of Pentacles, union, collaboration, coming together, working together. So with this energy, if this is a job situation, you are now going to be able to work again with someone. That was the Three of Pentacles that showed up. And we have the Judgment, the second chance. It's a second chance at some sort of a union. We have Nine of Swords. This is the third time for Nine of Swords. Whatever this is, you have been like completely and totally in your head about it. Kind of like a going back and forth over it. Like 1 minute you're kind of okay, next minute you're completely off. Like, nope. We have the independent energy again. Under union. King of Wands again, coming in. This could be this King of Wands coming in as a single, looking for another chance at this union. Maybe they were so savvy over here, they dumped so much on you, thinking that maybe you could handle it. Maybe you were used to the games people play or what have you, in what is supposed to be a commitment. And this is where we also saw that there was some sort of third-party situation, which added to the overload that you were probably already dealing with. and required you to go and get some support, some help, conversation from somebody, mama, sister, brother, whoever, best friend, therapist, because you found yourself waiting here. And I think everything just continued to get loaded onto you. You just taking more and more. Maybe you were just hoping that this is a love situation, that some love was going to come through. And you were constantly and consistently having to heal yourself to keep you where you're supposed to be, not to lose your sense of self. But, you know, you could have possibly began to lose sense of self. But here, this union looks like it's come under judgment. Someone is possibly in their head about a second chance. But I feel like this energy, this passionate energy coming in is single. Manifesting. And the high priestess too, good Lord. I'm just say this for some of you, you both may be manifesting each other back. You're both doing some kind of spiritual stuff, be it intentionally or unintentionally, but something is happening. It's almost like, it feels like you two are drawing each other to each other. You're drawing each other back in with your own special powers. That's a strong, strong energy there. So I believe some sort of union is going to happen. Something is coming back. Five of Cups, didn't mean to flip it over, but I did. Five of Cups is that regret energy. I think you're both trying to manifest something back in before things just slip away. It's like she is watching this light go down the hole. It's just spiraling downward. This one, then the magician, they're working with that light. They're making things happen. They're not just sitting around watching things go down the tube. They're trying to manifest, bring things into fruition, to life. And the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. It's that heart opening. So it's almost like this is here, so you each can go on and mourn whatever was lost and begin to rebuild anew. Bottom of the deck is Two of Swords. That's that stalemate energy again. So for this union to come to pass, there's a need for your heart to be open. This is coming back for a second chance. And I'm feeling like you may even need to change the way you think about this situation. Don't know what the situation is, but I think it's saying there's a need for you to change the way you think about this situation. Because it's not, there aren't good thoughts that you're having about it. It's making you worry. It's keeping you in your head. You know, this is head over heart. It needs to be like this. Well, actually it should be like this. But if you're sinking this much, and I'm seeing Three of Swords 3 times, 4 times, then yeah, there's a need to get into that heart space a little bit and actually feel what's going on. Put yourself in others' shoes, what have you. Kind of look at it. Open your heart to the situation. You know, not so much Queen of Swords, but little Queen of Cups. So you can get a feel for things. Not just, you know, what is the logic to this, blah, blah, blah. Emotions they're things that you can't just grab. You just can't pick it up and say, I don't want this, and put it over here. The emotions are things you have to work with. Anyway, Two of Swords, that's the stalemate. The Emperor's back. That's the second time for the Emperor coming out. Yes, bottom of the deck. He came out at the bottom of the deck because she was here. Okay. So the Emperor's back. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So this is all pentacle. Well, there's some wands and some passion. And again, there's not a lot of love. This could be a some kind of work situation or some kind of project. But I'm feeling like you become clear. Someone becomes clear in this situation. The masculine energy becomes clear. And I think it doesn't like put them in their heart space so much, but it does bring them down to become a little more nurturing, a little more grounded. You know, even though she is not the Queen of Cups, she does have that earthy, grounded, nurturing, mothering energy about her. Queen of Cups is the emotional, loving, caring, you know, do anything in the world for you, whether it's good for you or bad for you or what have you. But I feel like this masculine energy is learning to pull it in a little bit, whatever it is. Knight of Wands following that. That would, in order to be in this nurturing energy, this person, you or them would need to step away. I'm getting it's them. Step away from this Knight of Wands energy, this inconsistent energy, and begin to plant some seeds. Page of Wands, learn some lessons. Six of Pentacles, becoming balanced, learning how to give equally to a situation instead of always trying to run off and do some other stuff behind people's backs, you know? Yeah, and there's the Knight of Wands again, Knight of Cups again. Okay. I'm going too long. Okay. Blame me. I'm going to look at the card of blame now. Hopefully this will come together better for me. We have fantasy, temptation, Seven of Cups, confusion, not knowing which way to go. So you're overloaded. You need support. There is that Knight of Cups with that emotional, romantic gesture, emotional offer. So it's like it's something you've been waiting for. But I think when you got what you thought was the actual offer, you turned around and had to heal from it. And you had to struggle to get yourself back into your energy. You had to love on yourself to clear your mind. Now, this union coming back, looking for a second chance, I think you're still in your head about that. You have grown accustomed to being in your singlehood or, you know, not being in partnership with somebody. You're used to working on your own, to doing things on your own now. But it looks like there is a King of Wands coming in that coming to get you, wanting to manifest. I don't think they're talking about it yet. I think they're working out some other regrets. The things that they lost, they're trying to possibly re-manifest. And maybe using their intuition at this point. All right, so let's see blame. We have Queen of Swords. Perfect for blame. I blame you. Now you come explain this to me. What's going on? Sharp and assertive. The Sun. Make me happy. Ace of Pentacles. A wise investment. Five of Cups. That's that regret again. Old wounds. Six of Wands. Success and recognition. And Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. With the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Why is blame here? It's like, this looks like folks are blaming the boss. This definition of blame feels like work. Like someone is saying the boss did it. The one who was in charge is the one that did whatever. Let's see the bottom. Ace of Cups. It feels like if this is a relationship, that this person that's on your mind has learned some lessons, and they want to come in here. They want to come in. They've been thinking about it. They're clear in their mind that they do want to work with you. Love, job, friendship. They're clear. They have love for you. They have love for you. Queen of Wands, very attractive. You're very attractive to the lovers. This may be a love situation. Here's the Independence. I think they're very attracted. They want to start something with you. They're putting down old burdens. They want a firm foundation with you. They're coming into balance. And they're getting back into their Emperor energy, or going into with the Empress right behind it. They're both together. And if I do like this, they're facing each other. All right. And there's the Wheel of Fortune with the luck and fate. So this is probably something that needed to happen. I'm sure this wasn't a fluke. Okay, so I'm going to get some clarity on this. Where to start first? What time is it? 40 minutes. Spirit, Queen of Swords, Sun, Illumination, new firm beginning, success over the old wounds and becoming balanced. What does this person want from Virgo? What does this person want from Virgo? We have the Magician. And it's in a block position. It came out on its side, so it's almost telling me that somebody doesn't want you manifesting something new. I think it feels like whatever this was, you had to pull away. There's the Lovers. Because it got to be too much for you, too much of an overload. This union with this person was too much to handle. Moving forward. Magician, the Lovers, and the Chariot. Big, strong energies right there. Moving forward victoriously. So maybe this person is going to manifest you back. You're manifesting them back. I firmly believe that you guys are manifesting each other back, whether you recognize it or not. Because the regret was flowing free. Everybody's in regret. Everybody's in their mind over this. But I still think everybody knows what they want in this situation. And it is a lover's situation. This is a general read, so I try to keep it open, but it keeps trying to turn back into a love read. So this person is trying to manifest this situation back, and because they want to come forward quickly. There's another major arcana, the Star. Got four out of four. The Star. That's hope. That's healing. That's alignment. I mean, probably through your healing work, you have manifested this, maybe this relationship that you've always wanted. Five of Cups again. More regret. So I'm thinking that's where this blame is coming from. Someone is blaming the other person for maybe this continual repeat process that appears to be going on for you. There is a repeating cycle because you always fall back into regret. The moon. Things not being shown, not seeing something, fears. I think someone's afraid of being in relationship. I don't know if they've always been afraid of being in a relationship or they're afraid now. But I think when someone's fears kick in, it turns right into regret when they do something goofy as it relates to the relationship. Three of Wands again, and Nine of Swords again. We've gotten Three of Wands, Nine of Swords, Five of Cups a bazillion times. I'm exaggerating. But someone's in their head, standing around, waiting. Someone had been in their head, not knowing whether anything was going to come of this situation or not. And I think that's part of why you were in your head. Nine of Wands, that's that wounded warrior. Struggling to stay up, but getting tired. Conflict. Knight of Swords. Taking an action, a decisive type, going into a particular direction in their truth. Hanged Man, seeing things differently. So it's like someone has been afraid of being in some sort of a union. It's like, I guess, if they don't see everything laid out right in front of them from the get-go, I think it causes some regret, some doubts in the mind. Gets the head going. All the different narratives to weave in, whether they're true or not. Justice and moving forward. Communication coming in, seeing things differently, coming in to give some justice to the situation with a conversation about maybe, what the conflict is, what took so long. I think it's just going to be an all-out discussion of what is going on regarding this union. Someone is blaming, I think one person's blaming the other. And you both may be equally guilty. Putting burdens down. And Ten of Swords. I feel like both of you have possibly had bad experiences. And sure, you would like to have a relationship, some sort of a union, loving union, and you can love a friend. It ain't got to be all that romantic stuff, but love and trust and all of that kind of stuff goes hand in hand. But there's always like a stop and a wait. Always someone getting in their head, and always someone going to point the finger to blame the other. Give me some energy on this blame. What is blame? Seven of Cups. Confusion. Knight of Pentacles. Taking your time. That's going on top of Ten of Pentacles. Taking one's time. Seven of Cups. I think someone's just confused as to what's happening. I think both of you are confused as to what's actually happening in this situation, in your situation. I think you're seeing things that may not be there. You're worried about things that may not be there. I don't see where anyone has really done anything. I see where a third party was introduced. But I don't know if it was a romantic thing or maybe someone's mama or daddy or, sister or brother putting their 2 cents into a situation and, making things go back into that waiting energy or the indecisive energy where you don't know what you want to do. King of Pentacles, that's that stable, grounded energy. Moving away from emotions that don't serve, and then 3 of Cups again. And the 5 of Swords again. It's just a lot of thoughts and thinking and worrying and there's a need for illumination. But it is showing that these old cycles are going to end. There's going to be success in this situation. But these old wounds have to end. Equal give and take is a thing here. Balance. And the High Priestess again. And the Independent energy with the heartbreak. It's almost like we started all over again. So someone is going in and out, back and forth, in and out. It's like this is a situation that's hard to come together, hard to put together, hard for divine to put together, because it seems like every time something may start to look like it could, pieces could be falling into place, something happens to bring guards up. Can you just tell me? Just tell me what happens. Give me one big card that tells me what happens. 6 of Cups in the reverse, 6 of Cups in the upright is someone coming back from the past. And then we have the Judgment. 6 of Cups in the reverse now. If they're someone coming back from the past, reunion. It's like someone wants to come back, but they are afraid to until they get the nod that this is going to be something that you're going to work on with them. So somehow, some way, there needs to be some sort of communication letting them know that you are open to working towards something. Open to a possible second chance at something. 6 of Cups is here, which means that someone is missing. You are missing someone. But there is a desire to work on this situation. That is clear. And someone wants to, have a fresh new start. Being clear about this situation or this new situation. I'm not getting any information about what is actually like going down with you two or you and whoever. But there is a definite like desire to be in union, but the desire gets, shoved away because of fears that keep coming up. What happened in the past that makes Virgo uneasy? King of Cups in the reverse. In the upright, he's in mastery of his emotions. Maybe someone is a little too emotional. An emotional king, that could be dangerous too. So maybe someone is too emotional. Knight of Cups. It's like they have the love. They have the love for you. They want to express it. They want to bring something in and in the old cycles. It's almost like people don't want to talk about what actually went down in the old cycles. It feels like people just want to drop those swords and, you know, giddy up. We have the Judgment here again, and the Six of Cups again. It's looking for a second chance. And we have the clarity. It's very clear. Someone just wants to do this again. They want to start this again and see, goodness gracious, where it goes. It's gone 53 minutes. Okay. So that's that. Did not intend for this to be over an hour. Not even approaching an hour, but it really did. This was a good one. A good one because I couldn't figure it out. Like, yes, you guys did this. They had an affair. You broke up. They're coming back. This is a little weird. It's like on, off, on, off, on, off. And like I said, you each are blaming the other for this. I guess that would be an overload. So let's see what needs to be surrendered. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. All right, let's get some more. What does Virgo need to surrender? But you both are single. You both are single. They got that in theirs as well. You're both single. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. And I think that could be a good reason why it's like you're both in your head. There's some resentments that you probably have towards one another that keep you in your head as far as even trying to come back with this person. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. And the new bottom is surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and ecstasy there. Okay, I'm going to do it. I don't know who this is for, but we're going to get a hidden truth. I want you back. Okay, I'm going to get a couple because I am not going to let this go past an hour. What else? Any hidden truth? Okay, so they want you, okay, they want you back and they do love you. And they want you so badly. Okay, so this is something, this is like an unrequited type. You guys are loving each other, but you're not giving it to each other. You're not even showing each other, I don't think. You're doing a lot of thinking. And anyway, let me keep moving. Let's get a card from your higher self. The lotus within you awakes. You are a master in light on high. That is that second lotus flower that I've seen in this reading. And that, like I said, coming up through the mud and the muck, trying to get that sunshine on your face. Have that happiness come into your life. Yeah, get that sunshine on your face. Coming up like a lotus flower. All right. What does Virgo's higher self want them to know? What does Virgo's higher self want them to know? Flames of desire. Let them shine out in radiant light and shun the dark parts. So this is kind of telling me, like, go on in there with your passion. Cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. Okay. Now we're going to get a message from Spirit. See what Spirit wants you to know. It looks like you guys are blaming each other for this happiness that you each want. But you've got these wounds that keep opening up. And I'm saying stopping your success. There's something that you each have to do. You have to be equal in this relationship, in this situation. And I think you each think you're giving more than the other and blaming the other for the demise or the slowness in this relationship. Okay, message 1. You are not moving too slowly. Drop the self-induced pressure. You are at the sweet spot between taking care of yourself and still making advancements on your goals. On this path, there is no such thing as being behind. Smile, breathe, and carry on. If you think you are alone, you are not. We are beside you in all challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome in every situation. We have your best interest at heart. We love you. And the new bottom, when a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It's closed for a reason. You are being redirected to something far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. Okay. So now let's wrap this up with a card of guidance from the Goddess Power Oracle deck. And we have Yuki Onna with Stillness at the bottom of the deck. All right. One card of guidance for Virgo. Thank you. We've got Creative Spark, and the bottom of the deck is Home. All right, we have Bridget. Creative Spark, number 8. Let's see what she has to say. Maybe she can give me a little more clue. I mean, I kind of got the gist, but I didn't get that feeling. And time is not on my side. Okay. So we have Bridget with Creative Spark. Inspiration and imagination are yours to play with now. You effortlessly connect to your inner creative spark and make meaningful and beautiful experiences for yourself and others. Take advantage of this fruitful time. When you are so in tune, it's like taking a magical trip to the land of fairy, where all that glitters really is gold, and your life seems like a grand artistic gesture. The fiery Celtic goddess of creativity calls you to play in the artistry of your life, your work, and your loves. Bridget is whispering her sparkling music deep in your soul. Are you listening? Now, your alignment message is: sometimes you get into a creative slump and you feel frozen in midair, unable to move in any direction. Perhaps you are unsure of the next step with someone new, or a project becomes a looming behemoth in your mind. That could have been too. Or you can't think of anything to say in a social moment. Maybe you think all your best ideas are gone. Bridget offers you the alignment task of moving your attention away and remembering that it was like what it was like when you were little, when you finger painted and drew stick figures and played with your pals in the sandbox or playground. What moved you and lit you up then is the same creative spark that can move you now. Playful curiosity is what's called for. Don't take yourself or your current conditions too seriously. It's time to be free from the burden of expectation. A lot of expectation in this reading, a lot of 3 of Wands. It's time to be free from the burden of expectation you've set upon yourself. Don't try so hard. The triple goddess of hearth, the forge, and inspiration brings all her aspects together to help you sparkle. All right. And, like I said, there was a lot of expectations that you held, that they held. You guys were maybe writing on what you thought, how you thought things should be going. And you kind of feels like you might have been breaking your own heart with your expectations, expecting this person to be a certain way for you. They're probably expecting you to be a certain way. And, it's causing this union a hard time to come into play. No one is here with their heart open because there's so much blame gaming going around. You're worried about things that you don't know for sure have happened. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you, but most of all, I hope it helps you in some way. So if you like these messages, please hit the like, subscribe, and share, and leave me some comments. Until the next time, I'll see you then. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.